Yes, hallelujah. We thank you, most holy. Oh, yes, the Holy One of Akobe, the Holy One of all flesh, the Holy One. Oh, we thank you for all that you've done. We thank you for your mercy. We thank you for your favor. We thank you for how you have dealt with us in this last and evil day. We thank you that you teach our hands to prosper. We thank you that our hands are able to prosper. You give us a mind. You give us a knack. You didn't tell us we have to wait till the by and by, but that we can prosper right now in this life. That we can get those things that you have caused us to have in this life. You've given us talents. You've given us abilities. You've given us a mind to think, a hands to work, and a mind to love. Yes, you have, oh most holy Sanini Nanini, even Tata and Zambi. You have given us a mind to just get the gold out of the ground and pull the rain out of the sky. Yes, you have taught our hands to prosper. But yet we would rather that somebody else, their prospering, be our prosper. I need what is in the other man's hand, and he needs what comes out of my hand and my mind, that we all might have a quality of life. And we thank you that you're going to cause even all over the world, from South Africa, oh, even up to north, even from the South America, up to north, even Canada, those who are called by your name, those who you know to be yours, to prosper. They've eaten up our bread. They've taken all our gold. But yet you still have more where it came from. Yes, teach our hands to prosper and our minds to protect what you have allowed us to prosper in. And we thank you for these things. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Those of you on TikTok, I am Tyrone Clay 213, and YouTube, I'm Mr. Clay, and Facebook, either one. Now, we're coming from Enoch chapter 5, the book of Enoch chapter 5, or somewhat called the first book of Enoch chapter 5. And it reads, observe ye now the trees cover themselves with green leaves and bear fruit. You know, they cover themselves with green leaves and bear fruit. Yes, they're gonna. Well, why do they have the leaves when they just can bear fruit? He says, now, wherefore give ye heed and know with regard to all his works, and recognize how he that liveth forever hath made them so. Look at the trees. See, for those of you who are atheists, those of you who are naysayers, those of you who have been so bogged down with religion, you don't understand the government of the Most High. You say, oh, the kingdom of God is a government. He give you law, just like the law you live over there in the United States, the law over there in Burkina Faso, the law over there in South Africa, the law over there in the EU, a law. Yeah, he gives you a law that you might learn to respect your neighbor, a law that you might obey the ordinances of the land, a law. Yes, he does give you a law. He said, and he hath made them so. He hath made the tree. He ordered the tree to do what it does. It bears the fruit. It bears the leaves. Now in verse 2, and all his works go on thus from year to year forever, and all the tasks which they accomplish for him and their tasks change not, but according to as God has ordained it so. God has ordained, he has commanded this tree that you will bear this fruit. And the tree does after its order. Yes, it does after its order. It bears seeds unless a man comes and manipulate it. It still bears the fruit that is ordained to be so. Now, and behold how the sea and the rivers in like manner accomplished it and changed not their task from his commandments. Yes, this is what he's talking about. God commanded the tree to bear fruit, to bear an apple. He commanded an apple tree to bear apples, a peach tree to bear peaches, a strawberry bush to bear strawberries. Yes, and they obey. Now, but yet have not been steadfast. You, he says in verse 4, have not been steadfast, nor done the commandments of the I am. There were commandments back this time. It's not just the commandments of Moses. He was just reintroducing those commandments to Moses. These commandments have been before even Egypt was thought of. Come on now. Y'all better get this right. But ye have turned away and spoken proud and hard words with your impure mouths against his greatness. In other words, I've done this. I've planted this tree. This tree bare this. I've fused these things together. They all work by a law. They work by a law. Even a man, when you try to make him out of a woman, his thing works by a law. And it does what it's supposed to do. But when it's manipulated, let me go ahead, I digress. But anyway, 6, O ye hard-hearted, ye shall find no peace. In other words, you go against his commandments, you will find no peace, is what he's saying. Those of you who say there is no commandments, okay, what are you going to do? What did some of the things that say in the New Testament? He said, hey, he told you the commandments. That's all he spoke. There was no Christians in the New Testament. There's no such thing as a Christian in the New. That didn't come until after. After. No Christians at all. Okay, now, I'm not just speaking against the Christians. I'm speaking according to the word of the Most High. There was no Muslims at that time. There was no Buddhist at that time. There was nothing but man and watchers. Spirits that were charged to watch over man that he might learn the things that he needs to learn to survive upon this earth. Yes. Now, therefore, ye shall abhor your days, and the years of your life shall perish. This is after Adam have sinned, and men have multiplied upon the earth. And the years of your destruction shall be multiplied in eternal damnation, and ye shall find no mercy. No, there was no mercy before the flood, and during the flood. And in those days ye shall make your names an eternal abomination unto all the righteous. And by you shall all who curse and be cursed, and all the sinners and godless shall be accursed by you. For you, the godless, there shall be this curse. He's talking about those who kill, steal, and destroy. Yes, always something is brewing in their minds. They can't smile. They can't do anything, for their minds are how to prosper in an evil way, how to prosper, and they're watching over their money and how to take advantage of this human and the other human. These are evil people. Now, let's go on. But they who shall rejoice will find peace, and there shall be forgiveness of sin. Yes. And for them shall be every mercy and peace and forbearance, for there shall be salvation unto them as a godly light. And for all you sinners there shall be no salvation, but on you all shall abide a curse. Yes, sin is a curse. Sin is a curse, and the curse of sin, until God forgives it. For the elect there shall be light and joy and peace, and they shall inherit the earth. He's talking about Jacob. He's talking about Abram. He's talking about even Seth. Seth was an elect. Yes. He said, and they shall inherit the earth. Not just the meek, but the elect, he said, shall inherit the earth. And, verse 15, then there shall be bestowed upon the elect wisdom, and they shall all live and never sin again, neither through ungodliness or through pride. Have you understand that? A lot of things that we do because of pride. Our pride to go to your houses of worship or your mosque or whatever. You have your pride. You want to be acknowledged among those that are around you because you compare yourself with each other. And when you find yourself doing good and everybody praising you, you get so lifted up in your spirit, and here you are. Come on, yo. What are you doing? Think about what you're doing. For every great man and every man of meekness did not think himself as nothing but a servant unto the Most High. And his fellow brother, he could not exact because he was flesh and blood. He died. He used the bathroom. He did everything that they did. So what made him so much better? His money, his clothes. They can be burnt up and tattered. They can be put bleach upon and bleached. You're no better. But they do look nice. Okay. And then there shall be bestowed upon the elect wisdom. Those who are called of God, those who are elected of God. In other words, just like God see the attributes in them, and he says, I'm going to elect this person or these people to be mine own because I see in them a greatness. Now, he bestowed upon the elect wisdom, and they shall live and never again sin, neither through ungodliness nor through pride. These are the things that cause sin. Your pride causes you to covet and desire your neighbor's wife because you think you're better than your neighbor. Your pride causes you to want his ass, his daughter, his son, his sheep. Your pride causes you to go into all kind of wickedness. That's what it does. And ungodliness. Ungodliness is the commandments. This is what he's talking about. God is the commandments. Godliness is giving you attributes of that which is of God. Even the angels abide by these same things. But they who are wise shall be humble. Here we go now. And they shall not again transgress. He's not talking about what the New Testament is talking about. Come on here. He said, nor shall they sin all the days of their life, nor shall they die of divine anger or wrath. He's talking about wise because what? Wisdom will understand. And because of wisdom and understanding, you will depart from evil. Now, he says, but they shall compete the number of the days of their life, and their lives shall be increased in peace. Why? Because you're wise. A wise man, what is he going to do? He's going to see the things. He's going to see the things that the wicked and the foolish fall under. And he's going to order his steps not to go that way. Yes, that's wise. Even obeying the commandments, statutes, and ordinance of the Most High. They never pass because God hasn't passed. Come on here. Now, he says and the years of their joy, in verse 19, shall be multiplied in the eternal gladness and peace all the days of their life. So this is where you would get all the Psalms. This is where you would probably get all the things that they've read these things. You see, these writings were carried over to flood by Noah. They were carried over the flood. And Noah understood these things, even the commandments of the Most High. There are more books than this, but you hadn't found it. No, you haven't. But there are more books. God rejoices in righteousness. And what is righteousness? Obeying his commandments. What pleased God? What is keeping your neighbor safe and keeping your God exalted? I'm talking about this Creator. If you don't know his name, just say Creator. Whatever language you speak. If you understand this English, just say Creator. Regardless, if you don't know his name, there's so many names people give the Most High. But Creator, he is, he was, and he shall be. That's God. That's not Isis. That's God. That's the Creator, the power. Yes, the creative power. And with that, we're going to say peace.